Oklahoma owes Tennessee an ass whooping, and I'm going to tell you why. What's up, kidfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If that is something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. How much is Oklahoma going to beat that ass by? Go right ahead. Like, it's personal only in that this was a game that was the benchmark for Oklahoma, and Oklahoma failed it last year. Take it all the way back to when this game was played, and you can understand why Oklahoma going to Tennessee November 1st has been circled on my calendar for damn near a year. Okay? Let's start with this. It was number 15 Oklahoma. How, Sway? How? Versus number 6 Tennessee. Josh Heupel coming home. Love Josh Heupel. Y'all got a real one, Tennessee. You really do. I love that man. But then this dude, Nico Iamaleava, didn't do much of nothing. Like, yes, he passed for 194 yards. But anybody that watched Tennessee play football last year knows that Dylan Sampson was the problem. Dylan Sampson had 92 rush yards against an Oklahoma defense. I don't give a damn. That is the SEC's best running back last year. It ain't supposed to happen that way at Owen Field. It ain't. But you know what? That's what happens when you have a quarterback that is intentionally, let me back up. You have a quarterback that is unintentionally causing all the problems and a 5-star that we thought could sling it. You got to remember, the last time that Oklahoma saw Jackson Arnold play real football, he threw for over 350 yards against Arizona. It was a loss. But the thing that spooked me, and I remember saying this at the time, that boy threw 3 interceptions, and I didn't know what the hell he was looking at. Each one of those, I'm going, nah, dog, those aren't tip balls. Those aren't tip drills. That ain't no misread. That by the wide receiver, that's you. What the hell was going on there? It's like, RJ, it's cool. We got a dude that can move back there. We got a dude that can sling it back there. It's going to be all right. We got no miss Dylan Gabriel. Negro, you thought. Telling you, man. Got me reaching back into my grandmommy's bag over here to try to help you understand how it be feeling right now. I'm saying? All right? Oklahoma put up 222 yards of offense. What? And then the backup quarterback, Michael Hawkins, ends up coming up with 132 passing yards. And it's like, damn, what if he'd have been playing the whole game? Would Oklahoma have lost this game 25-15? Probably not. Oklahoma trailed 19-3, dog, and scored 12 points in the 4th friggin' quarter. All because it had a quarterback that could hold on to the football and didn't throw it to other people. I mean, this line for Jackson Arnold, 7-16 for 54 with a pick. We're turning the ball over on first down. We got a chance to score, and we turned the ball over. Now, on the one hand, Tennessee's a playoff team. I get it. They was good. They beat Alabama. It was good. It be like that sometimes. But you can see as I'm playing with my color over here, that ain't how it's going to go come November 1st. That ain't how it's going to go. That ain't, no. You know what? You know what's changed here? It's not just that Nico Iamaleava is at UCLA. It's that Dylan Sampson's in the league now. He ain't no SEC problem no more. Y'all got to find somebody else to hand that rock to. Now, Joey Aguilar, I don't think that dude is a step back. I actually think that it might be a 1-for-1. It might be even a step up, depending on how you feel about Nico if you're a Tennessee fan. But I'd be looking at this, and I say it straight up. That dude passed for 3,000 yards back-to-back seasons. If he has a 2023 or 2025 like he had a 2023, he can be a monster. Like, we're talking about 3,800 yards passing, 35 touchdowns. That could be the truth out there. You can see why UCLA was willing to pay him and why Tennessee is willing to pay him. And in that Josh Heupel scheme, man, I watched Josh Heupel coach the season of his life last year because they couldn't do one of the things that he wanted to do. They were max protected for Nico, giving him just 2 reads. They were running the football And they couldn't go at warp speed. Like, what you wanted was Hendon Hooker back there. That's what you wanted. That's what Nico was supposed to be. That ain't turned out to be what it is, right? I don't know that you get to go back to that, but I do know this. If they get to go back to that Baylor veer and shoot, it's going to be a whole lot of trying to take the top off of defense. But that's okay because Brent Venables is calling the defense at Oklahoma. Again, it's going to be all right. Also got a new offense coordinator at Oklahoma, Ben Arbuckle. But the thing that everybody is going to say, and the reason that every other national college football analyst is also saying Oklahoma is going to be what Oklahoma is, John Mateer, Jaden Knott, Deion Burks. Deal with it. John Mateer is going, I say gone. He passed for 3,000 yards last year, had over 800 yards, over 1,000 if you adjust for sacks. And then you got a Jaden Knott who, when he is good, is a 1,300-yard rusher at Cal, and this is Oklahoma. To say nothing of, maybe he won't be like Taylor Tatum and put the ball on the floor. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I got OU fans to be defending that dude all the way up and down. I can't defend no running backs to put the ball on the floor. We don't drop balls on the carpet, and we don't get back in the game after we do it. We sit for a while. We think about what we have done for a while. Ain't but a few sins in football. Ain't but a few. Hustle every play, right? You don't hustle, that's a sin. You know, show up on time. Do the best you can, what you got. Anything less than giving your maximum effort, we don't want it. And don't put the damn ball on the floor. Do not fumble my football. So, Jay Knott, Javonte Barnes, you know what I'm saying? It could be what it is, right? Gavin Sawcheck's at Florida State now. Fine, whatever. Deion Burks, man, that dude needs to have himself a season. Like, if John Mateer ain't playing the two-man game with him, I don't know what to do here. Because Nick Anderson, he at LSU. Bauer Sharp at LSU. Throw the damn ball to Burks. Forget the jet sweeps. I don't want to see none of that, Ben Arbuckle. I know you run a different kind of offense. I understand that. But I don't need no jet sweeps with the best wideout we got. I need him taking tops off of defense. I need him going at this Tennessee defense. I need him going at this Tennessee secondary. Yeah, I know they got a Thorpe Award finalist over there. It's fine. It's all right. I got to do a wideout that gets 22 miles an hour on just jetting down the sideline. And you ain't got that otherworldly defensive front you had last year. That's gone. That's gone. We ain't got to deal with none of that. I'm telling y'all, it feels like Tennessee's going to be good, just not against Oklahoma. Coming in Neyland. Remember the last time it happened, Oklahoma came to Neyland? Remember that? I remember that. You remember. RJ, y'all ain't got Baker Mayfield no more. No, we got somebody like him, though. What you think? You think we gonna miss a quarterback for a second year in a row? All the money they paying that boy? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm not even gonna entertain it. Gonna get you back. That's what I'm trying to tell Tennessee fans. I like them. I do. I enjoy Tennessee fans. I enjoy volunteer football, just not against Oklahoma. I didn't need not damn one of that. No. No. Look. I tend to think that Tennessee got a little too big for its britches just a couple of times, right? They beat Bama and they beat Oklahoma and they think they about something. And then, well, Ohio State got to show you what that's really like. That's what a national championship caliber team looks like. And then you beat up on Arkansas, right? An Arkansas team that got absolutely destroyed by Ole Miss. It's just a few in here. But I think that game also, November 1st, probably going to decide who gets into the college football playoff out of the SEC. I could be Oklahoma contending for that spot this year, Tennessee contending for that spot this year, A&M, Ole Miss. Like, the first 8 in the SEC is going to be stacked. And I think Oklahoma's going to be one of the first 8. Just don't know where. I know this, though. If they are ranked number 15 in the college football playoff rankings when they come out in November, I will be shocked. The standard is winning 10 games in the regular season. That's the standard. The standard is going to a New Year's Six bowl game. That's what it is to Oklahoma. Anything less, you haven't done your job. Like it's not unlike the way that they look at this at other great places. Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon. We expect to win. We expect to play for championships. We expect to be there at the end. Tennessee, hell, they played in the playoff. 12 teams. Oklahoma ain't one of them. Just a wild thought, given that Oklahoma was just renting a room at the college football playoff for 5 years. And then it all goes up in smoke all at once. And as much as noise as we want to talk about Brent Venables, I love Brent Venables. The thing that bothers me the most isn't the losing record, though that bothers me. That does bother me. Oklahoma ain't have none of those. Now we got 2 in 3 years with him. That does bother me. It doesn't bother me that the offense is up and down. It doesn't bother me that he's having to find 2 different coordinators and then go back and do it himself. What bothers me is that Oklahoma is not in the playoff conversation at all. That bothers me. I realize that the playoff is an effect, right? But it is an effect that I've grown accustomed to. Just like playing for a Big 12 championship. I don't like this. Like, the more we do this at Oklahoma, the more we feel like Nebraska. Nebraska fans be the first people to tell you, I love them, but I don't want to be like them. And all anybody want to tell me is, that's what it looks like it's going to be for you, big dog. Nah, I can't live that way. In a year where the Thunder are once again playing in the NBA Finals and they look every bit like beating the Indiana Pacers for the first championship that we're going to get to hoist. I don't claim the Sonics. Forget, the Sonics is over there. That ain't us. That's them. I need Oklahoma to get back on the good foot. Do you realize the last time that Oklahoma City played in the finals was also the year that they end up? Never mind. Let me stop. Let me back up. It can be a magical year. But that has to start with things like, hey, what do you do against OU Texas? Well, that's always going to be a get-them-back game, right, for either team. But in this series, what I'm talking about is games that you probably should have won or felt like you should have won. And if you look at that game and you are honest about it, if Oklahoma had a functional quarterback for 3/4 of the game, the outcome is different. It's just different. Maybe it's a closer game that Tennessee still wins, but it's still a much better game for OU. That is going to change. That is going to be the difference here. It's going to be John Mateer. It's going to be Jaden Ott. That's what's going to make the difference here. I think that John Mateer is a better football player than Joey Aguilar. That's what it is. And when you get into this deep water, when you get into these places where the margins are thinner, that's what matters. Think about Will Howard, Riley Leonard, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Think about Riley Leonard and Drew Aller. One guy made a play. One guy did not. That was the difference between winning and losing the game. I expect John Mateer to make a play. Give it an opportunity, make a play. We don't know about Joey Aguilar, but we will. He's about to play big boy football for the first time. Okay? We'll see. I like my chances. So, yeah, I start off with a lot of steam with this one because, this one emotional. It's to the heart. You see I'm bathed in red over here. You know what time it is. It's smoke and stack behind me, dog. Goes to Clarksdale off in here. I stay in Oklahoma. I'm from Tulsa. Grew up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Was born on Tinker Air Force Base. Grew up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Spent a little time in Panama City, Florida. Came to Oklahoma about, 35 years ago. Been here ever since. Went to college here. Went to high school here. Went to grad school at OU. Tried to do the PhD program at Oklahoma State. It didn't take. But I'm doing this now. And doing this now means we don't lose to Tennessee in back-to-back years. Nope. Got to get back on level with that team.